just gotta get to
Oh, I think they know. She heard me. She's
Okay,
listening on the
perfect.
strip. All right, folks, this is Rudrose TCG. I'm here with Brent. First time getting to work with this awesome dude. I'm so excited. And we are watching LCCC Round 4, Angelina versus Lukas. We've got Angelina on the left, on Amethyst Steel, Lukas on the right, on the Circle of Life Dogs deck. Looks like they are resolving their mulligans currently. Tell your friends, come watch some Christmas action. Brent, how are you doing, sir?
I'm doing phenomenal. Notably, we are seeing Angelina starting off with a Alter 6 here. Did not have the 1 or 2 drops, and it looks like she's gonna be without a 1 drop maybe if we don't. Ooh, yeah, we've all been there when you Alter 6. You don't find your 1 drop. Kind of a necessity in these Amethyst Steel decks. You want to go 1, 2, 3, and then Strength of a Raging Fire. Not having the Strength of a Raging Fire either, but I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Relaxing for the holidays. I'm staying home here and nice and typically sunny SoCal.
Yeah.
What about you? How have you been? How are you doing?
Yeah, I just got back from visiting some friends in Kansas City. That was a really good time. Always happy to relax for the holidays. And Angela, player after my own heart. I think at DLC Milwaukee, nearly every round is like, I'll just throw back 7. I'll just throw back 7. Like, I had so many hands. I was just like, I can't use this, or I don't want to use this. It's just not usable. Which, granted, when you're playing Blurple and you're looking for that turn 2 ramp, it's a little easier, right? Because it's like, oh, there's no ramp. Okay, I have to go digging for it. But
Absolutely. I am taking a look here. It looks like I gotta tell you, I'm not as familiar. I started playing a little bit with these Emerald Amber decks here, and I don't know exactly if this is the. It's tough for me to know exactly what Lukas is going for. I know that a large part of the strategy is getting that Emerald Amber Tramp street smart dog in hand to be able to cycle a bunch of characters into your discard pile to be able to then bring them back to life with the Circle of Life. But
yeah, so usually what it'll do, they'll try to do something like a Bobby on turn 1. They just like this, and so you want to you set up the Circle of Life. You get your Clarabelle or whatever into the discard. You just go wide with characters. You can get cost reduction with things like this Huey, and then you get that Tramp out really early, and then you have this massive Singer, so you can just sing Circle of Life on the very next turn. And he's a 2/6, so there's just not really anything in the game that's going to deal with him when he's out there turn 3 or 4.
Yeah, Chip and Dale, a beautiful enchanted hitting the discard pile here. Now Angelina, I mean, we are going to be able to get this. We are going to be able to get out the Calhoun here. Lexington next up to play, but we are steadily running out of ink here as she draws it into another Genie. Not the exact start that we're looking for, but we do dissuade Lukas, I guess, the silver lining from questing out that Bobby Zimmerowski and just kind of having a free board.
Yeah. Calhoun acts as a really good bouncer in this matchup. I've actually played this matchup. I've been on the Amethyst Steel side of it trying to fight it, and a good opponent is not going to quest in front of you. Like, so okay, I'll just wait till I get my big power turn. So Calhoun and your other cards just to have to sit there kind of as a bouncer, just waiting to go in. But you really need some spot removal interaction like Strength of a Raging Fire, like this Elsa, but Elsa comes out on turn 5. It could be too late by then.
Yeah, and this is an interesting one. I was wondering if the strategy was to Ink Tink and play out the Lexington, or the opposite here.
Yeah, I kind of think I like Tinkerbell better, or for the lore pressure. Do you like Lexington for the attack?
I kind of like. I'm in the same boat as you, but again, Angelina knows this deck inside and out. She's making a lot of deck choices that I have not really seen before, so I'm excited to see exactly what the strategy is. Maybe the idea is we get the characters out, we keep drawing with Genie, we get some more pressure out with Hades, maybe draw a couple cards, get that Strength of a Raging Fire out, and then get the Demona, right? And then at that point, we're going to want to have things that can challenge out. But early game, I would have assumed, getting that early lore pressure would be good. But Angelina may be deciding she wants to play the role of the control here as she draws another 5-drop. ooh, and
It's
you
inkable,
really
at
don't want
least.
to ink any of these. Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder. Let's see. So Mowgli doing his best one-drop Diablo impression. There was no card to take, so he just took a peek at the hand and then he left. I think you ink. So Bell Bell is really good if you can start getting damage on cards, but currently none of these characters have a big enough body to hold the damage. So maybe you ink the Bell because she has the least amount of guaranteed interaction, and then now you go in on your Genie.
Absolutely. Because that else is going to be powerful next
Yes.
turn. You'll be able to exert one of the characters. The fifth spirit being absolutely powerful. Iago, not a bad card to draw here. Notably, not a lot of targeting effect songs or actions within the deck of Lukas. So probably a pretty powerful card. And the question is, do you quest?
I think you can safely quest with, let's see, there's not enough strength on board. Now, granted, the one thing you have to always be careful of is that tramp, right? He can give you that power boost, the 2-drop tramp. He can increase something's power based on the number of characters. But speaking of tramp, I think we might be going in on our street smart dog. Yes, we are.
Street smart dog coming out here. Lukas will be able to draw three fresh new cards.
Correct, yeah. It's for every other character. So he'll draw 3, and then he's forced to discard 3, which is perfect when you have a card like that Clarabelle. You want to just jam that right into the discard, so you're ready with the Circle of Life. Luckily for Angelina,
Mowgli.
she has the Elsa, so I think what you want to do is exert this tramp next turn and send in Calhoun and Lexington. Let them do what they were summoned for.
Let them do what they were summoned for. A great T-shirt idea.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Yeah, the recovered page being kept in hand. If you gave me that option, I don't know that I would have ever kept that recovered page. But Lukas, again, I'm excited to see how this deck works. There's the Circle of Life Emerald Amber decks have been gaining a lot of popularity, especially leading up to the Richmond and Ghent DLCs here. But the variations and the tech cards that are being placed inside, I feel like are still being decided right now. Meanwhile, Elsa Fifth Spirit's going to come down, and who do you exert here if you
it's got to be
Tramp?
So the singing is what allows this deck to do its unfair broken thing. If you can cut the singing off, he's got 1 and 2 cost characters. They don't do anything. So you take out the Tramp, Lexington goes in first, puts on 4, Calhoun follows it up with the 3, gets the 2 lore out of it. And yeah, trust me, without the singers, this deck falls apart. So you always cut those singers off.
Very, very smart, because we have just enough here. Ooh!
Yep, that'll work.
Wait, 7. Oh, right. Thought my brain was like, wait a second. We gotta get to 8. I was thinking of the other tramp, the Shift 4 tramp.
Oh yeah. No. Yeah. So this one, he's a singer 7. So as long as he has any other character, we do see that new Amber champion Mickey coming down. This will boost the power of our Amber characters, give them 2 extra willpower, which he wish he would have had 1 turn ago. Of course, we could have still sent in the Elsa to help out, but
absolutely here, and we are notably at 9. We will be able to we have 9 singers. We will be able to sing Circle of Life on the next turn.
Oh, we will. And don't forget, so this was a really good top deck for Lukas, Brent. That Mickey becomes a singer 8 when you control 2 other Amber characters. So currently that Mickey himself is going to, it's the Circle of Life. He's just going to go off on his own for it.
We'll be able to sing it by himself. That's correct. I forgot all about that. Thank you for the reminder.
Oh, you bet. This and the only thing we can even do to stop this, quote unquote, is to play the Hades and hope Lukas, gets rid of his own Mickey, which he's not going to do. So,
yeah, this Mickey actually like one of the most perfect cards here. I got to imagine that the Olaf is going to hit the inkwell. Yeah. Our Lexington is kind of stuck, frozen, and I don't know if there's anything you'll be able to even do.
Yeah,
right?
so like you pretty much know he's not going to get rid of the Mickey with the Hades. So if you wanted to, if you bank on that, you could play the Genie, see what you draw, ink the Hades, play out the Olaf, because he's not going to pick it anyway. Granted, the Hades does say draw 2 cards, but that's pretty much all your ink this turn if you do that. So right. you never know. I mean, you never know. Maybe Lukas will say, I will. But yeah, Angelina says, no, I just want the Genie. She really could use something like Strength of a Raging Fire here, but it has not shown up so far.
Yeah, maybe it was worth it to just slam down the Hades, target the Mickey Mouse, know that you're going to draw 2 cards, and then you have the ability to kind of search for that strength of a raging fire, but
Yeah.
that's above my pay grade. I'm not
I'm not qualified for that. Angelina is putting on good lore pressure, and we have evasive characters. That's one thing. This dog's deck, it will have no way to like challenge these characters. It's basically going to need to board wipe them with a Prince Philip Malicious Mean Scary combo. And so far, Lukas has a Clarabelle he can revive, which gives him more cards, but that doesn't affect the board. So yeah, and here comes Mickey singing that Enchanted Circle of Life solo. I believe we have Clarabelle and Tramp.
Clarabelle, we have Chip and Dale.
Oh, the Chip and Dale. I didn't realize that was in there. All right, Brent, do you know what this card does? Because I don't remember.
I am looking it up as we go. I literally was looking it up. I was literally looking it up right before we hopped on. I just want to make sure I got it right. During your turn, whenever a card is put into your inkwell, you may return a character card from your discard to your hand.
Gotcha. So he inked the page, got the Clarabelle back to hand. Is actually just going to hard cast the Clarabelle. Hey, are we a Sapphire deck? It sure looks like it because we've got enough ink to put Clarabelle out light on her hose. Clarabelle will let us draw 2 up to hand size, so we'll have a good hand. We've got a bit of an engine going, but again, we have no way to affect the evasives that are on this board. So.
Absolutely. These
but
rangers.
we drew into Prince Philip and Malicious Mean and Scary.
And we know that combo is incoming. Angelina has no clue. Drawing into a second. Doc is the worst card. You even hear a little laugh from Angelina. I don't know if you can hear the players talking and conversating, but I just heard a little sigh laugh as you go, oh, great. Exactly what I needed. Second Doc said no one ever.
The great Doc giveth and he taketh away.
This game, I mean, just like that, you were talking about lore pressure, right? If we quested right now, even if we challenged in, right? We took out we wouldn't even be able to take out the Dewey because that Mickey Mouse is in play with the Calhoun.
Oh, yeah,
so
you're right.
If we just turn sideways, right? We get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lore. We get up to 15.
That's pretty good.
Pretty good, but not in the face of a Malicious Mean and Scary and Prince Philip combo. The question is, real thing is here that we don't have a way to play out the Prince Philip.
We do get 1 cost reduction off of the Huey, which is how we got the Clarabelle out last turn with 6 ink. So if we ink, go up to 7, fill up to 8, we would need some other way to like cheat him in. So
yeah.
You would essentially want Bobby off the top. Bobby draws you into Circle of Life. You then discard Philip. You sing then Malicious Mean Scary Circle of Life. And then, boom, that's how you'd get your board wipes. So yeah, Angelina's best bet here may be to just go sideways and say, whatever. I'm just going to beat you. I'll go faster than you. You got to stop me.
Right. And I mean, when you Hades anything, you're with that Clarabelle up, you're basically just giving value to your opponent as well. That's the toughest part. Is that Hades in the face of Clarabelle becomes almost useless.
Yeah. You could, if you're not worried about the combo, you could ink Hades, Calhoun, double dock, dump out a bunch of bodies on the board, refill your hand, really put a lot of lore pressure on them. Looks like we're actually going to go after the Mickey. We challenged with the Elsa and then the Calhoun. As a reminder, the Mickey does not protect itself with the buff, so the Mickey did still only have 5 willpower.
We'll gain 2 lore for that, hop up to 10. And I think you just quest out the genies, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Quest out the genies, get to 14, get in range, and then hopefully Cobra.
Yeah, right, exactly. Well, and again, Lukas shouldn't be able to attack these evasives. So the genies on their own are going to represent so much lore and power, so... the only way I can conceive that Lukas can do the combo is he legit needs to get Bobby or some other card that lets him draw 1, discard 1, and then the card he needs to draw into needs to be Circle of Life, so he can get the Philip into the discard, Circle of Life it back with the Malicious Mean Scary.
Can be sung with the Chip and Dale, right? These recovery rangers living up to the name might be able to recover the whole game. Strength of a Raging Fire, not a bad place to start here, though.
Hades helping out. Yeah, he didn't get something off the board, but the strength certainly can. What do we have? 6 bodies, so that will get rid of... I can't remember what the Chip and Dale stats are, but it'll get rid of everything else.
6. Okay, so we have the ability to take out the Chip and Dale or the Clarabelle. Which do you take out here? Rudrose?
Probably...
Wow,
goes for the
Chip and Dale.
Yeah, I wonder if Clarabelle... Because, like, Chip and Dale, he gets cards back from the discard... But well, I guess the idea is if you get rid of the Clarabelle, then the Chip and Dale can just recover it next turn anyway. So maybe that does make more sense.
True. You get it back to hand. Lucas will be able to use that Huey and the 6 ink to be able to. Huey and the 6 ink, by the way, sounds like an old
a band,
Motown
right?
Band, doesn't it?
I thought that the moment you said Huey and the 6 ink, I love that. You got to write that down, Brent.
Thanks. You'll be invited to the band. It'll be a 6
Excellent.
piece.
Oh, I can't wait.
Angelina inks the Cheshire Cat. That is also very surprising
Yeah.
to me. We have great targets to be able to move damage over from one to the other. You know, not a bad, but maybe a little too slow in this matchup, where so many of our bodies on the side of Lucas are going to be huge, right? Like,
yeah.
Oh, these players doing a whole bunch of moves that are, I'm sure, absolutely way more advanced than my brain can comprehend here. But if you are Lucas, like what are we doing? How do we come back from this? We are turns away from the malicious, mean, and scare, or from the Prince Philip combo here.
Yeah. You have to build towards that. So I think what you do is you just stall as much as you can this turn. Those genies alone are going to get you up to 17. He has to take care of some characters. The Lexington won't ready due to Stone by Day. You can get rid of the Olaf. And then if she bounces one of her characters, that means she's taking more lore pressure off the board anyway. But currently the Olaf's the only target we can like actively attack because everything else is evasive and the Hades is readied. At Lexington you could attack, but again, you don't need to. She has Stone by Day anyway.
Right, and our only evasive character really is the Prince Philip.
Yeah, which ideally you're hoping if you're challenging with him, then it's probably not going the way you want it to anyway.
You know, in retrospect, actually very smart to take out that Chip and Dale, because that Chip and Dale would have been able to bring back the Bobby Zimmerowski after challenging into the Olaf, allowing you to keep cycling through your cards, you know, then be able to do exactly what you're talking about. Get the Prince Philip in there. I mean, we're 2 turns away anyway, right? Maybe actually we're 1 turn away. If this Huey remains on board, we're only 1 turn away from being able to cheat out this Prince Philip.
Yes. Which is what I think you have to do. I think you... Oh, we actually did challenge... Or no, we're bouncing. Okay, we're resolving the Olaf. So Bobby challenged Olaf. We bounced the Lexington back to hand. Angelina can go to 19, but it's not quite lethal, though. And you just have to maybe just pray that, all right, please don't draw a Cobra or anything off the top.
Right. 19-1 is not the place where you want to be if you're Lucas.
Yeah.
I mean, especially against an Amethyst Steel deck that has these... well, I guess notably Angelina does not have the White Rose, if I'm remembering correctly.
Yeah, I don't think she was running any copy, so she does need Cobra to win. But I mean, granted, Lucas has a chance. If she cannot draw Cobra, as we draw up, we get the Circle of Life, we get the Surfer Stitch, 2 really strong cards. Can Angelina top deck a Cobra to end the game right now, or will Lucas be able to extend it? Yes, Captain Hook, not quite. He's got a snake-like personality, but
not quite the game-ending card we were looking for.
And Angelina, the question is, will she sniff out this combo? Because if she commits anything to the board this turn, it's going to get wiped out. So her best shot is to just quest and say, hey, deal with it. And then she can reload after the Philip combo.
I mean, is there any merit, any world where we know that our opponent probably has the pieces for the Prince Philip combo, and we say, because he's already at 7 ink, we're going to get to 8, use the Huey, have the 9, use the malicious, mean, and scary, have it sung with either the Clarabelle or the Gazelle, right? Is there a world where we ink Captain Hook and we just dock, draw 2 fresh cards, and try and look for this Cobra? Is that insane?
I think that is insane because you're specifically going up to 19. So even if he board wipes it, you can just do that next turn and you'll have dug 1 card deeper. And then you'll still present a board that says, you must answer every character I have because I'm on 19 lore. So I love the attitude, but yes, that is insane. I will say that.
Yeah, that would be crazy. Yeah, you'd have to know that he has it to play that.
She does commit 2 characters to the board, though. They will not be long for this world, so now you are going to be forced with just the dock.
Yeah, there was really no other good plays there, though, right?
No, yeah, you had to just hold back entirely or say, hey, make him have it, which is what Angela's saying, hey, make him have it.
Notably with these Amethyst Steel decks, right? Like there used to be Finders Keepers, cards like that
Yes.
like were great when there was not a good option, when you know the Be Prepared is coming,
Yeah,
right?
kind of a
And you
neutral
can-
option, right?
Right, where you can take a turn off almost and say, all right, you want to board wipe me? I'm just going to draw 3 fresh new cards to put more pressure on you next turn. Not really the case here. So a little bit of an interesting, very interesting place. I mean, Lukas obviously trying to figure out exactly what he wants to ink here.
Do you remember
I
how
don't-
much the Gazelle can sing for?
Singer 7.
She said, okay, so she can't do Circle of Life on her own, nor can the Clarabelle. So to get your maximum ink, obviously you're going to have to hard cast the fill up after the Huey quests. So he quests. You could combine Clarabelle Mowgli to sing Circle of Life after you've done Malicious Mean Scary with Gazelle. You play the fill up, and then you can use Circle of Life to revive. You could do the Tramp and try to dig maybe towards the next fill up hit. You could do the Chip and Dale again. You would want to do that first, of course, so that when you ink, you can get a card back. You don't have to Circle of Life this turn either.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of good options, but you bring up the good point. Even though we have the combo here, we are at the point now where any characters that Angelina draws off the top of her deck, which Amethyst Steel is a pretty, character heavy deck, will be threatening lethal every single turn. So will you be able to get to 20 before she's able to get to before she is? Probably not.
Yeah. And there we see the big Prince Philip combo board wipe. Huey and the 6 ink, man, he's been here since turn 2, and the work he has put in, he has allowed this Clarabelle and this Philip to come out a turn before they were supposed to. So he's carrying the day right now.
I gotta imagine. Oh, you called it. Tramp.
There's the Tramp. So we're going to get to draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. And then granted, we're going to have to throw out 5, but it means we can keep the best thing we can get. We see 2 Malicious Mean Scary, which isn't nearly as effective without the fill-up, but it is also our only real form of interaction. So
Right.
Or
There's
maybe
nothing in the deck that will allow you to turn cards sideways. I mean,
and the Simba, so this is one of the reasons I don't like this Simba. You essentially need 10 ink to make this Simba work unless you have some way to cheat the boost. So, but we keep the Simba, say, yeah, this is the best I've got. And we're still a long way away. So we will draw 1 from the Clarabelle. Olaf and Doc is not terrible.
Yeah, I mean, we're representing 10 lore on board on the side of
Lukas, yeah,
On the
which
side
is
of
a
Lukas
2-turn
here.
clock. But Angelina, again, any character, Lukas has to answer any single character that comes out. So I think here you might just Olaf Doc.
Yeah, right? Because then you are able to use that Olaf, threaten the Doc again.
Mm-hmm.
The recursion of Doc. At first glance, I was like, oh, Olaf, that's not what you want to see. But it kind of is. It's not a bad card.
Yeah,
here.
because if he does Malicious Mean Scary, yeah, it knocks it out, but then she can just bounce the Doc and dig even deeper. Because she just needs a Cobra at this point. So I think that's what I would do. And it'll still leave you with 3 ink. You could potentially get into a Cobra, and then you just hold 1 turn, and then you Cobra for the victory. But again, even if you don't get Cobra, Lukas has
Right.
to find a way to answer these characters. We're actually going to ink the Olaf. We going to do double
and you're
Doc
gonna
or single Doc? How many doctor's appointments you need today, Brent?
I figure we just Doc, right? I figure we just Doc and look for that Cobra.
And we find Iago and Elsa. Okay.
Not bad.
Not bad at all. And yes, catching up on chat. So yeah, the way the Malicious Mean Scary works, it actually puts a damage counter on every character. It is not dealing damage. So it actually does get around things like resist or the new Rapunzel support protection. So for whatever reason, they decided that placing a damage counter is technically a different thing than like dealing a damage counter. Kind of seems like semantics to me, but hey, that's what they decided. So
Yeah, notably, it gets across all of the resist stuff that's happening, which is what makes the combo so powerful. There is no way to escape it.
yes. So we have Doc and Iago. We have another Circle of Life, although, again, we can revive big bodies. We can revive card draw, but can we revive anything that gets rid of a character? I don't know if we can.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Maybe in another world, really weird. This is, I mean, maybe in another world we keep the malicious, mean, and scary instead of that Simba, and then we just go for it and hope that we draw into something like, because we did just draw into the circle of life, right? So we would have been able to. Oh no, because our Prince Philip is still
Yeah,
up, and there's
you'd have to
nothing
get
that
your
can.
Philip
Yeah.
off the board somehow.
Hmm.
So we finally
Yeah,
see
rock
this
and a
Simba.
hard
Are we gonna
place.
boost? Are we gonna boost Simba and just see what happens? All right, this might be the first times I've seen this effect. So we're gonna pay 3. We boost the Simba. We reveal the top card of our deck. If it's a character,
Put
we
3
get
cards into your discard.
to play it for free, and I think the Chip and Dale will mill 3, right?
It will. Yes, that's exactly right. 1, 2, and 3. But this game is over.
Yeah, unless
there's no
Lukas
way to
has
deal
something
with
hiding
either.
in there that I'm not aware of.
Yeah, in my recollection of the we're just gonna. But we don't have the ability to boost him again, so
We
we'll
don't.
just quest it out and call it a day. Wow. So
Ooh.
Lukas finally gets there. Lukas finally gets
Yeah.
to the combo, but it's just a little bit too late.
As old Doc's going to go in for that last bit of lore off the shelf and just, bing, don't mind if I do. Angelina takes game 1.
Ooh, what a match. What an absolute banger of a match here.
For those who are joining late, since while we're waiting for game 2 to start, I'll go ahead and throw their deck lists up here on the screen again. Give me 1 second.
And shout out to you all. Jay Bush. We got TSR Illuminator. We got AJH316. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for being here.
Absolutely.
Appreciate you. This is a best of 3, so we will be able to watch another game at the very least here. Who will win the match? In chat, go ahead and type it out. Pretty hard to root against Angelina, right?
Mm-hmm.
Emerald Amber is a color combination that has historically struggled into Amethyst Steel and some of these more powerful steel decks. Let's take a look at the deck list. What do you do? What's the game plan here? We're on the play.
That alone will be huge that he gets to go faster. It was just so quick, right? And then in particular, you need that tramp to stick around. You absolutely do, because her being able to exert the tramp and knock out that early singer, that's usually when you get the pressure on. Because the idea is you want to get such a big board with so many big bodies that your opponent can't quest ahead of you, which is what Angelina was able to do. She has to answer you. So that was a really pivotal play, but going first will alleviate that a lot.
Gotcha. I mean, yeah, I think getting to the combo faster, never a bad.
Yeah, right?
Never going to be bad.
Quicker combo? Yeah, that turns out that helps. That is huge. I think it might be possible to get a tramp on turn 3 depending on how quick you can go up front, because you can get his cost down really, really quickly. I think the players are getting ready in the background. Yep, there they are.
They are getting
Just
ready.
back into the game.
Okay. And, ooh, Angelina, not bad, honestly. 3 cards, your 1, 2, 3 that you typically want to get out
Yeah.
are notably 3 cards that are great on the draw, right?
Yeah.
Captain Hook, able to trade up. Calhoun, able to threaten gaining lore while challenging. Cheshire Cat, always a threat. I mean, Lukas's deck is a little bit tricky, though, because he's not going to be employing the typical, okay, I got my characters out, let's start questing.
Right.
So that Cheshire Cat won't be able to have any damage, really. I'm a little bit surprised that the Strength of a Raging Fire is going to the bottom of the deck here.
Yeah, I would have kept that. Well, that's why, because she's like, I know I'll draw into another one.
She knew it. Why even bother?
Right? No, the strength is really important. So even if Cat just gets out on 3 to sing it, you need to force some interaction before, because, like you said, Lukas is not just going to willingly turn these characters sideways.
Absolutely. Meanwhile, Lukas not with a 1-drop here. Oh, wait, no, my mistake. That is a Pluto. I thought that was the Huey, but that is in fact a Pluto. So Lukas actually has a nice kind of curve out here. Gonna be able to.
He's got the tramp too.
He's got a 1 and 2. He's got a 1 and 2. You really want the 3 so that you can cheat out the tramp on 4, though.
Right.
Recovered page, really good with that Simba, but I imagine both of those are probably going to have to hit the inkwell at some point because we drew them so early. We don't have
Yeah,
any way to discard them unless we're able to just hold on to them.
I don't know, man. I just don't know about this Simba. Like, even last game, like, you have to get so far ahead that he's then dropping these bombs for free. But I feel like you're already winning at that point. I don't know. I guess I'm just
It's a
still
win
not sold
more
on this
card.
Yeah, exactly.
Those terms. I love those terms.
Yeah.
Second Calhoun, definitely not the draw that you were hoping for, but
No, not quite. Especially because you really want to get that 3-drop out on 3 to be able to sing the strength.
right. I imagine this Shmi hitting the. It looked like Angelina was thinking about inking that Strength of a Raging Fire. I wonder why she's so low on it. Maybe she knows something that I don't. I mean, that when I see players doing stuff like that, it makes me go, "What do they know?"
So the
What
one
are they
thing
aware of?
is the Mowgli, which we're going to see here. That is the reason to ink it, because now, since it's the only non-character card in hand, you're forced to give it up. So that would be the
Gross.
reason. It's kind of like Ursula, when you have to ink your
Yeah.
own friends on the other side so that Ursula doesn't snatch it.
Yeah, but you got to make them have it, right?
Right.
Like that's sort of the. And these players do not know each other's deck lists, correct?
I don't believe so, no.
Okay, we did see the Mowgli on the other game, so definitely probably what Angelina was thinking about there. Again, this is why these players are here. This is why I'm sitting here. I'm going, why would you ever ink Strength of a Raging Fire? Meanwhile, I'm watching the Mowgli in the hand of Lukas.
Yeah. He's like, come on, what is he going to do? Send this little boy out to steal it from you?
Right. Oh, okay. Let's go. Oh, you really don't want to throw any of these. You really, you don't want to throw any of these.
Yeah, I feel like Hades is probably the best one to ink. Because I think, well, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how good the cat is now. I really don't like Dumbo. Always makes me nervous, but I don't know how good the cat is because I don't know how much damage we're going to have to shift. We don't have the song to sing anymore.
Right.
Lucas is
Dumbo
not turning this Pluto sideways until he needs to summon out, a card where it's summoning like the Tramp.
Right. I mean,
Ooh, Circle of
that-
Life.
that Dumbo is that card. By the way, the art on that card goes off.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know the artist offhand, but let me shout you out real quick here.
Hey, I talked about turn 3 Tramp. Here's how we could do it if we wanted to. We're actually going to go in on the Mickey, but I'll say we could have, with the Pluto reduction, I think we would have had enough to get the Tramp out. Maybe not. Let's see. 5, 4. No, we would have been one shy. We would need a second reduction. So we get the Mickey. This will give the Pluto extra willpower. Unfortunately, that's not going to be enough when Hook and Calhoun are just sitting there like cracking their fists waiting to have a shot at him.
Right. Oh, but this Mickey Mouse coming out here, I mean, will annoyingly force Angelina to challenge both the Hook and the Calhoun here. I mean, shout out Alice Pisoni, by the way, Circle of Life Enchanted, looking absolutely gorgeous.
I wonder if there's an argument there that, wait, are we challenging the Pluto first?
Ooh!
Oh, yeah. I think she realized, like, oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
The Pluto alone doesn't take it out. You have to send the Hook in first, then the Calhoun, assuming you want the 2 lore, which why wouldn't you want the 2 lore?
Yep. And you don't even get any damage on the Hook to be able to Cheshire Cat on later turns either, because this Pluto is
Brent with 2
zero strength.
Uninkables in hand, I don't know if she even should have played the cat out. Like, it might have been right to play the second Calhoun, and then you have an extra ink, because if you draw into another Uninkable here, now you're forced to give up your Elsa.
Yeah.
Speaking of Uninkables, Chip and Dale comes out and just siphons 3 Uninkables right off the top there. Double Gazelle as well as a Huey, it looked like. Huey in the 6 inks.
Huey in the 6 inks. Now, that's an interesting play to me. Rather than playing out the Tramp right away. Oh, that's why.
We want to... Interesting.
And now we get to put the Circle of Life back on the top of the deck.
That's right, with the Gazelle effect.
Mm-hmm.
Very sneaky.
Not only are you getting a nice 3/8 body that is effectively now a 3/10 body out on the board that sings for 7.
Yeah.
But Circle of Life is coming back, and we have a second Gazelle right in the discard. Hey, we're gonna be able to put that Circle of Life back on top here.
Now the only problem is the Mickey is now exposed, so you can run in with the cat, take 2 the damage. Calhoun finishes it off, and then you could manipulate that damage and knock out like the Mowgli, which might not seem like that's a whole because it's just the Mowgli, but the more bodies you can keep down means the more sing-togethers you're keeping off the board, and it means that the more expensive the Tramp's going to be to play.
Right.
So I still think Angela's in a pretty nice spot here because Lukas is being forced to expose some of these characters.
Whoa, we're thinking about the Elsa over putting the Madam Mim in?
No
That's
way.
Interesting. She's hesitating, but she was hesitating about that strength of a raging fire too. So my brain is like, whatever choice she makes, she knows better. This is interesting though. This is a question I think I'm gonna have for Angelina afterwards. Madam Mim, because I guess the Madam Mim,
it doesn't boost anyone enough for it to matter. So what I would do, if you care about the Mowgli, you boost with the Cheshire Cat, and then, wow, she gives up the Elsa, and then you could still play Calhoun. That is very shocking to me.
And then we're playing the genie, or were we just dropping both of them? Oh, we're just
Mim and
dropping
Calhoun.
both.
But again, like
Calhoun.
the Mim doesn't alter anything. You still have to send 2 characters into the Mickey.
Right. Oh, we're saving 2. We're holding back the Calhoun so that we can boost the Cheshire Cat. But yeah, I think I'm with you. I think I would have preferred inking the Mim, playing out the Calhoun, and then being able to boost
and
that
then you
Cheshire
boost.
Cat.
Like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if she just didn't see that line, or maybe she's just thinking something that we're not. But because you could have done this exact play, put the Calhoun out instead of the Mim. The Mim inks. You still have the Elsa next to. I mean, Elsa's one of your power plays, so.
Absolutely. I mean,
Nonetheless, in spite of that, she is keeping Lukas. I mean, Lukas only has a Tramp in hand, which isn't as effective when you don't have a big hand. Like, he needs to get into a big power card, and we know he's drawn the Circle of Life this turn. I don't think there's anything even worth reviving in there. Would he revive the Mickey? I mean, he on his own doesn't do a whole lot, so.
Yeah, actually, you know what? Maybe once again, kind of genius play here by Angelina. I mean, Getting those characters off the board, having this Cheshire Cat stick around, you're kind of stuck in a rock and a hard place, right? Because now your Gazelle will be able to sing the Circle of Life along with the Dale. But your point is perfect. What do you bring back? There's no big bombs.
Yeah. This is the point. You need Clarabelle, you need Philip, you need Stitch. Surfer Stitch would be like the ideal target to draw you 2 cards.
Right. And because we don't have the characters on board, we can't even play Tramp if we wanted to.
Correct. Here. I hate to say it for his sake, but this might be his best option. Might be just pass this turn and try to potentially draw into something better. That Gazelle, as cool as it is to get the Circle of Life back, kind of actually hurt him this turn a little.
Yeah, that Gazelle showcasing the huge difference between. Are we challenging into the Cheshire Cat here? Oh no!
We're singing Circle of Life again. And it moves us all. As we'll get Mickey. I don't know. Like, again, yeah, you give him a power boost, but he really wanted to get the Tramp out this turn. But again, you're forced to discard anything you draw. Potentially hoping to, I suppose, load up the discard, and then maybe you're lucky and you top deck the Circle of Life, so you can summon them. But, ooh, yeah, that was a rough turn for Lukas, despite getting 2 big bodies on the board.
Yeah, also getting one of your other Tramps into the discard is not the cards that you want to see. You want to be able to draw and discard and find the right. And just like that, actually, Angelina right ahead, like pulling away with this game, only at 5 lore, but a menacing board state here for Angelina.
See, and here's where, had she saved the Elsa, she could just exert the Mickey this turn, and then you take out all that extra willpower that she now has to calculate around. But she obviously has a lot of options. She has a lot of attack. Both the Hook and the Calhoun are going to hit for 4. Cheshire will hit for 4 as well. And then you could even play Lexington and still boost. Well, no, because you would need the ink, so never mind. You can't do both of those. So Genie might be the most reliable card here.
Play Genie, grab your free card.
Maybe
put
get
more
strength.
lore pressure on board. I mean,
more Calhouns.
Just what we wanted, right?
When one Calhoun isn't, I mean, it's a good card, so. Let's see. I don't remember the stats of the Gazelle or the
3/8.
She's a 3/8. That's with the Mickey boost.
With the Mickey boost, 3/10.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So
you'd have to send in 3 characters to, if you wanted to take her out.
Right.
Chippendale's a little easier, although he's kind of less of a threat. He's a 3-4, right? 3-6 with a Mickey.
3-6. Yep, that is correct. Angelina talking to herself here, trying to figure out exactly what the best move is. I don't think you can turn anything sideways because you don't want to get 2-for-1 yourself, right? And that Gazelle is going to be a 3-10 body. We'll be able to eat up a bunch. The 3-6 body of Dale also going to be able to eat up.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, you'd have to give up a Calhoun to whoever you send in. I mean, yeah, maybe she just stands for a turn. Lukas is just going to have to, if he draws like a Bobby, that doesn't really help him. So he'd have to really get a good draw here off the top to have a power turn.
Stalemate, if you will. What's the card that you want to see?
You inked it was Elsa.
Oh, no, I mean on the side of Lukas.
Gotcha.
What's the card that you want to draw here? Maybe...
Yeah, because Circle of Life doesn't help, right? There's nothing worth bringing back. A Bobby doesn't help because you're then forced to discard anything. I mean, like a Surfer Stitch would be great for the card, but you don't have the ink to play him, so...
Exactly. You're kind of stalling out here at 4 ink.
Right.
So you either are just going to be inking until you can play any of these large-bodied characters, or... Yeah, this is definitely not the place you want to be.
Luke Wonderland said something about this the other day when he was talking about a deck like this, a combo deck, right? He's like, when the combo goes off consistently, it looks busted. You're like, this is unfair. Why is this allowed in the game? And then when it doesn't go off, you're like, oh, well, never mind. Actually, it doesn't really do much of anything. So
right, it looks like the weak. You're like, why did you bring crumpled
this
paper
deck doesn't
to
do
this
anything. AJH says in the comments, consistency of Amethyst Steel is key. That is true. It is a very consistent deck. Although both players are essentially in top deck mode, none of them having any card draw or anything at this point. And Angelina really thinking through this turn because she can see the punishment if she does try to go in on these characters.
Right, and them with the extra 2 willpower from that Mickey Mouse, just a little bit annoying. Mm-hmm. Just that little extra bit of
It's a pain when it messes with the math. It is a pain. You're used to, no, I want my Madam M Fox to go in very cleanly, or my Maui, and then nope. It's going to take just a little more than that.
Yeah, I can't see any other options other than passing the turn and knowing that your genie is going to be able to be eating, an additional 2 lore every turn for 3 here. I don't even think that there's an evasive character in... No. Oh, other than Prince Philip.
Well,
but, I mean, that's not going to be helpful, until we get some kind of combo off.
Right.
A lot of synergies. A lot of synergies in Lukas's deck. I think it's a really well put together deck. But yeah, when none of those synergies are available, you draw into like a... You know what? You know what's probably the best card?
What's that?
Recovered Page.
Yeah, you're actually probably right.
Because you can play it for 2, you can set yourself up, you can figure out the card that you want to play, and yeah.
And we do get rid of that Gazelle. Costs us 2 characters plus 3 damage on our Cheshire Cat to do it, but a Gazelle is off the board now at this point, as we do not have enough ink left to boost. So we cannot move that damage from the Cheshire Cat. So Cheshire will be pretty easy cleanup if Lukas wants to crack back. Does not get the Page. Gets Huey, though, which isn't bad in the sense that if you can get to some higher cost cards, he'll at least make them a little cheaper.
Right. It's a card that you can play. It's another body you can have on board that represents ink and a body.
Mm-hmm.
Gives you some flexibility here.
We had a boosted Palace card. That's actually a pretty good card to lose to the boost. You're okay with that?
Yep.
Actually, Luke is going to go questing. I would say, I don't know if you want to expose the Mickey. You might want to leave the Mickey up, but I mean, this genie can hit for 3, but that's not nearly enough to threaten this tramp. So Angelina also hoping for something very good off the top, which nope, it's the old Captain Hook. It's like, yar, did you call for me? It's like, I really didn't. But she is going to just play her hand out.
Not just a forceful duelist, but a forceful card off the top of the deck here for Angelina, forcing her into this. We'll go wide and just pray.
Yeah,
I guess.
I think that's what you do. And you quest with the genie. You've got several characters now who will challenge for 4 strength, which is very powerful. So now you're just going to pray and hope Lukas. he can't answer this genie, so you gotta hope Lukas needs to hope he gets something good, which is that the Chippendale again?
Means no worries.
Oh, it means no worries. And this is a Sing Together 9, right?
Sing Together 9, that is correct. Means no worries.
I said you have this card. I don't remember what this does.
Return up to 3 character cards from your discard to your hand. You pay 2 less for the next character card that you play. So this actually not a bad card.
Yeah.
You'll be able to get back 3 cards here. The question is, which 3 do you want? Tramp for sure. Will allow you to cycle on the next turn because you won't have any cards. Well, I mean, you will have cards in hand. What am I talking about? You'll have the other.
So we'll sing together. Hey, Brent, it means no worries for the rest of your days.
Do. It's our problem free. Way to get
Philosophy.
Gazelle back.
Hakuna Matata.
Uh-huh.
So we're choosing the Tramp, the Gazelle, and looks like the Mowgli. So these will come to hand, right? And then you said the next one's reduced by 2?
The next card you play is reduced by 2. So we'll be able to...
And we have the Huey,
the
too,
Mowgli.
so if we wanted to, we could also reduce by 1 more, which just looks like what we're going to do.
Mm-hmm.
So next one's actually reduced by 3 now, which means Tramp would only cost 1, 2, 3, 4.
Free.
Tramp would be free, yeah. Tramp's a whole lot of free. You like that? And to answer from the chap, Kip of Mud, shouldn't there be a card under the cat? Yes, there actually was. It was the Palace card that was boosted from the cat. Gazelle is going to put Circle of Life back on the top of our deck. You know, I've never seen a Circle of Life cycled so much with, like, so few targets for it to actually get back.
Right.
5. Here comes the Tramp.
Oh, you get the best of both worlds here.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Why take back the Circle of Life into hand, I guess? I guess because you know you're going to be able to play it next turn. Now you get that Clarabelle
Yeah,
for
it's
free.
filtering, and now it opens up your draw next turn, and also just lets you sing it right now as Mickey. Ha ha!
Oh,
Does his best way. A lot of singing in this Mickey's ha Circle of Life, and it moves my soul.
this Emerald Amber deck, I'm going to say, is maybe one of the crazy. And you don't grab back the Clarabelle either. You grab back the so you can do the same.
Grab
thing
back the
over
Gazelle to
again.
get It's No Worries. So yeah, we talked about that combo earlier. Now we're seeing it as Angelina gets Belle, which is an okay card, but it's not a whole lot for it to do here. I mean, you have 3 damage you
Right.
can move around, but that doesn't matter when you've got 10 willpower Gazelles sitting there.
Wow.
I haven't seen Zootopia 2, but I can only assume she's been working out if she's got that much willpower. So
She is phenomenal. Phenomenal movie, I gotta say, man. It's worth a watch.
excellent. I'll have to add it to the list.
Wasn't sure, going in. You never know about sequels here.
Yeah,
but,
sure.
I feel like we can take a little break off here, talk a little bit about Zootopia 2. This match seems over.
You
What's
think?
Angelina's way back in here?
So she has to challenge the Mickey, and she has the power, but you got to get that extra willpower off the board. I mean, the Calhouns are decent beaters. Let's see. So you have to commit 2 people to take out Mickey. There's an argument you actually commit the Mim.
To the Mickey so that you
Yeah.
have the 2 damage on it that
Correct.
you can...
So Mim will put 1 on it because she has Challenger 1, and now a Calhoun can finish the Mickey off. You'll get 2 lore. This will put Angelina up to 11. Like, she is getting kind of close. Calhoun can now also take out... You could send Hook into
Huey.
Tramp. Oh, now we're going to Bell. Okay, so we'll move 3. Oh, nice. So you move the 2 from the Calhoun, put it on the Tramp. Yeah, have other Calhoun. There you go. Bell using her.
Yep.
Don't forget about this Mystic. Those rose petals. They're hurting.
Wow.
You're up to 13 lore. Your Genie quest to 15. Angelina might just be in the same spot as last game, saying, yeah, that's great. You're doing your combo. I'm just going to quest for game. What are you going to do about it? You still
Yeah.
have to find cards that interact with me. You're playing solitaire over there.
Wow, Zers.
She did that perfectly. Yeah, she navigated that super well.
Wow.
And it's no worries, but again, you're gonna have to burn 2 singers just to use this card to get back another Tramp or another another Clarabelle that says, okay, that's great. You're not answering my board. I have lethal lore on board right now.
Yeah, you need to find a way to pull off the exact combo, and that's going to be a tall order here. You gotta. Okay, let's think this through, right? So, you bring back. It feels like in any scenario you need Tramp, right?
Yeah, you have to dig deeper because I think you have to find Philip. I think that's. If you can get the malicious, mean, and scary to cast it, it will banish both these Calhouns. So you could like slow her down, but then she could still go to 19 with the genie and the bell. It's like that on its own probably isn't enough. And yeah, Lukas looking through that discard, like, okay, how do I get out of this? Like, what do I?
I think you need to sing this. You need to be able to discard the Prince Philip into the bottom, and then the other two cards that you'll get from the It Means No Worries.
Mm-hmm.
So literally what has to happen here is Prince Philip has to be drawn with the Tramp. The Tramp will be able to get played, right, for 1 ink. Use the other 2 to sing Circle of Life to bring them back in, but you also have to have the Malicious, Mean, and Scary and find the Malicious, Mean, and Scary.
Right.
Bobby Zimmerowski also will help in that regard. Kind of, but not really, actually, when I think about it. Yeah. So look for 4 cards.
4.
You need Prince Philip and Malicious, Mean, and Scary in a part of this. Otherwise, it's game over.
And you got nothing.
You got neither.
So you can still challenge the 2 Calhouns with the Gazelles because they hit for 3, right? Oh, but now you don't have anything to attack the Mim, and you needed to take the Mim off the board too.
Because that's already 5 still.
Yeah.
Wow.
If he hadn't sung, if he had actually he could have. But again, like, that might just be delaying the inevitable because I know Angelina then quests to 19 and you're just in the same situation you were in last game where you have to answer every single character.
Yep. Shout out to Luminator in chat, by the way. I thought the game was over. Silly me. I thought the game was absolutely done and Angelina was cooked, but no. The exact opposite here.
Yeah, those lore totals matter when you're ahead on lore, and that those Calhouns. I mean, so many Calhouns gave her so many extra lore this game.
Yep, but we're $1 shy here. 5 lore on board already. Boom.
And the Dumbo, and there we go, and Angelina takes it, and that is actually going to be a 2-0 against the Lukas combo deck. Well done, Angelina. Well done.
She didn't win Malmo for nothing. That's absolutely right, Luminator. What a showcase this was. It was getting scary. Lukas was pulling off combos left and right. Didn't find the perfect pieces at the perfect times for sure, but was able to pull off some incredible stuff. Angelina says, you know what? I'm going to use my fair deck here and just find the way to quest to 20 and get there the old-fashioned way. What a match. What a match.
There we go. All right, we're going to move into Discord for some interviews.
All righty.
1 second. All right, and we should be here. Hey, can you hear us?
Hi, I can hear you.
Excellent. Angelina, are you here?
She just went to the door
for
a second, so she'll be here in a minute.
Excellent, very good. Well, Lukas, we've got you with us, so thank you for joining us. I'm sorry that didn't work out for you. That you got to at least start to combo off, but we saw, and maybe kind of talk to me about this deck that when you were getting to combo, you could do so much on your own, but without the Prince Philip, it kind of seems like it was having trouble affecting her board state. Do you have any thoughts on that?
Well, since this is week 4 and I was 1 and 2 already, I kind of went a bit more into the content direction by adding the Scrooges and the Pages and more Simbas, and went down on interaction, which is not a good idea if you want to win, but I did it for the fun.
Oh, sure, absolutely. Well, since you mentioned that, let me ask, because I was like, I've never been sold on this Simba card. You've gotten to play with it a bit. Give me your honest thoughts on this card. Like, do you think it has potential? Do you think it's just too high rolly? What do you think about it?
I think it does have potential. The trouble with it in this deck in particular is that you need to play so many low-cost characters to set up the Tramp and the Circle of Life stuff, which makes your hits pretty bad on average.
Yeah.
But I'm sure there are decks that can fit him in much better. I think like probably in a Sapphire shell, he might be alright.
Yeah, I could see that. Definitely has shades of that old Mufasa. Obviously, a lot clunkier than Mufasa. But yeah, I'm glad you brought up that point that hey, you need these low cost characters to kind of fuel the rest of the deck, but then that also just makes the Simba fall apart. Let's see, what else has he got? Brent, got any questions for him?
Yeah, I'm curious how you feel about the It Means No Worries, a card that I have not seen with a lot of play, but I'm definitely seeing the potential of, especially on the latter part of that last game there. It seemed like it could be the type of card that could bring you back into a match, but curious on your thoughts.
I think it's really good, especially if you play the Gazelles. I think if you don't play the Gazelles, it's probably not good enough. But with the like combo-ish potential, bringing it back with Gazelle and then bringing a Gazelle back with it is pretty cool as a slow card advantage, grindy aspect.
Yeah.
Which the deck sometimes misses, right? It has a lot of explosiveness and then sometimes nothing.
Right.
Which this might fix.
You were making the Gazelle look very busted. I hadn't gotten to see this card in action a whole lot, so when you were able to cycle, put it on, I think there was one turn you put Circle of Life on your deck, but then you were able to play Tramp again that turn, so you just scooped it up and cleared up your draw for the next turn. Like, she looked strong. And then with the Mickey, my goodness, she's like, what, a 3/10? Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, huge.
I guess overall, what is the strategy into Amethyst Steel from the side of Emerald Amber? Because I've seen a lot of these decks. It feels like it struggles pretty mightily into Amethyst Steel in particular, maybe a few of the other Steel decks, but what different playlines are you looking for? What are the different ideologies and strategies that you're trying to put into play when playing against a strong, powerful deck like that?
Well, usually you're playing from behind the whole early game and just trying to get to your songs somehow. Which they're pretty good at stopping. So you need to be a bit careful with your singers and your characters to build up to that 8. And then usually you kind of need to hit the Phillip to reset the board. Because if you don't, they're just too far ahead on questing on lore. Like it was in game 1 for us, where I was pretty far ahead, but she was just on 19 and could finish.
Angelina, are you with us?
Yeah, I'm here.
Welcome back, and congratulations on your victory.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Well, we've been pestering Lukas here. I guess we'll switch it over to you. We got some questions about your deck. So, well done. Very good job, of course. Have you had any experience in this matchup? Have you gotten to play it before, or was this like your first time going against it?
My first time against this deck. I have no idea how to play against this.
Well,
I think I make many Bifehler?
Like errors
mistakes.
Or
Lukas, kannst du das kurz
Ja,
übersetzen, bitte?
She said she made a lot of mistakes or misplays.
Mistakes,
Oh,
yeah,
gotcha.
misplays. Oh, I'm a little bit nervous, and then my English is very bad.
Oh,
I'm
no,
so
you're fine.
sorry.
You're fine. Well, so let me ask you about a play Brent and I were talking about in that last game. That it was turn 4, I think it was, and you had a couple options. You could just play Genie, or you could have gone in on like Madam Mim and Calhoun, or Calhoun and Boost the Cheshire Cat. And what you ended up doing, you actually inked your Elsa, and you played Madam Mim, and then you boosted with Cheshire Cat. And Brent and I were like, oh my gosh, I can't believe she's inking Elsa because it's such an interactive card. Can you walk me through what were you thinking that turn? Like, were you really valuing the challenger for Mim, or what were you thinking on that turn?
I think in the moment, the cat, the better option. I have so much unink. I play only 10 uninks, but
You had a lot that turn.
Yeah.
And the next game, the same. I have so much ink, and I don't know. Yeah, Elsa's. I play 4 Elsa and I play 2 cats. So
Mhm.
I think in this moment, the cat was better. Maybe, I don't know.
Oh, but it kind of came down to the Madam Mim tiny adversary or the Elsa, and you instead of inking the Madam Mim, you chose to ink the Elsa, and
Yeah.
I assumed it was for a reason beyond my brain and thinking capabilities. What was? Did you have any thoughts on why the Madam Mim you thought was more powerful than the Elsa?
How looked the board on this turn? I don't remember.
Gotcha.
That's okay. Well, let me ask you something about your deck list too. It was kind of funny match. We'd mentioned Cobra a few times. He never ended up even showing up. We didn't get to see the Timothy. You're only running one of the Demona Scourge of the Wyvern clan. Can you kind of just talk me through it? Because some people obviously they like go in on a full 4 of that card, but what's the reasoning for only running one?
I have only one.
Oh, that's fair. That's very fair.
That's a simple reason. I would play more.
That's a damn good reason.
Of course, Demona is a so good card.
And is that a similar reason for only 2 docks? I was curious about the 2 docks decision as well.
No, because I think it's the first game against Aiden, I have 3 dogs in my list, and I break with the dogs. And today I drew 2 dogs.
Yeah,
I remember.
I play only 2. Dog is not my friend. He hates me, I think.
he ironically though, he did end up questing for that final lore. Lukas had that really great blowout with the Philip turn, but unfortunately had no way to follow up to keep addressing your board. And when you're already on 19 lore and he has to answer every single thing you put out, Doc ended up getting that final win for you.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right.
Maybe Doc is a little.
Well, I gotta say, it was an exciting match. Whether you felt you made mistakes or not, you still came away with the win, Angelina. And I had a fun time watching your match. That last little bit at the end there of this last game, I thought that you were done. I thought that the game was over. I thought he's going to get this. It means no worries. We're going to keep cycling through. We're going to keep comboing. But you found the way. You challenged in. You used the bell very smartly. And that one turn, I think, swung the whole thing. And if you hadn't found that exact line, it would have been very tough to recover from, considering all that Lukas had on board.
The surfer Mim, she was really good with the Calhoun.
Yes. Yeah, Calhoun hitting for 4 is a lot.
Yes.
Having the 3 Calhouns, too. I mean, maybe that's exactly what you were thinking and exactly why you did it in that moment was you recognized that the Calhouns with the Madam Mim tiny adversary would be so powerful. But congratulations on the win, Angelina. Rudrose, did you have anything else you wanted to ask?
I do. I have a quick fun question for each of you. I'll start with you, Lukas. It doesn't have to be from your deck, but what's your favorite card from Whispers in the Well? What's your new favorite card?
Whispers in the Well. What's in that?
Yeah, right? And it could be from your deck if it's a card you're using, Or if it's just
let's say Hades.
Oh, the new purple Hades?
It does a lot of fun gameplay things and a lot of mind tricks and stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Good choice.
Like him.
Angelina, what about you? What would you pick?
I think the Cheshire Cat.
Yeah, he's a good one.
Yeah, I like the cat. But Hades is also good. He wins my first game, I think. I draw the Strength of the Rage and Fire.
Yeah, you got it off.
It was really good in this moment.
Amethyst always getting good cards. Yeah, purple is a very strong color for sure.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, my choice is the Cheshire Cat.
Excellent. Well, those are all the questions I had. Unless Brent wanted to follow up with something, did you guys want to give a shout out to anyone? Recognize your charities?
I mean, donate to each and every one of the charities everyone picked in this tournament. I think no one picked a bad one, so
yeah,
go ahead, spread the Christmas money to all the charities, and
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Excellent. Angelina?
About the charity.
Oh, or if you just want to give a shout out in general, thank you to team members, whatever.
Yeah,
Whatever
okay.
you want to do, however you would like to use your time.
Thank you to my team member, especially to members. He helps me for the game. He gives me a little bit instruction, and of course to my boyfriend. He helps me every time.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and yeah,
Awesome.
I think about the charity I picked was
Looks
yeah.
like EVD. It's a very, very complicated word. Endometriosis Association of Germany. Is that right?
Yes, that's right. Yeah, it's a I don't know it's to call in English. It's the
Yeah.
side.
I know exactly what
Frauen betrifft.
my wife has endometriosis.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah. I think this needs more Aufmerksamkeit.
attention.
Attention. Yeah. And this is the reason because I have this too. Yeah, and I a very long time. Yeah, it was a eine schwere Reise.
Oh, no, it's okay.
Sorry.
Hard times.
No, I
hard
totally
times.
understand.
Of course.
Yeah.
I can and this is I hope nobody takes this as mansplaining in any way, but rather just as somebody who it's affected offhandedly through my wife. I understand that it's a disease that is hard to detect. It is something that only in the last few years has really been a lot of study towards, and something that many women are suffering from, might not even know that they're suffering from. And doctors, because it is something that is newer, don't always have the right tools to identify it, be able to find it, and diagnose these women. So thank you so much, Angelina, for making this more, for spreading the awareness of it with your charity. I think that it's a marvelous charity, and my wife will be pleased to the moon to hear that the awareness will be spreading. So, yeah.
Oh, I like it. Thank you for your words.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you both for playing, and congratulations again to Angelina.
Yeah.
We appreciate it so much.
Thank
and
you.
Happy holidays, Merry Christmas to you both, and we really appreciate it.
For you too.
Oh, you bet.
Yeah.
All right, we'll let the players go as Brent and I will wrap up here. Thank you both again. Brent, well done,
Thank
sir.
you.
Thank you for sticking with me. You
Bye.
can stick in here in Discord. Bye. See you, players. Give a shout out to our judge, Ellie. We always appreciate her coming on and helping judge, keeping all the players on track. And yeah, a good little holiday LCCC action to wrap up. What are your thoughts, Brent?
I can't think of a better way to end the year off, man. I mean, this is not, we're doing charity. We're doing Lorcana. We're seeing some high level play. You know, Lukas is testing stuff out. We're just watching the great minds at work think, play, test, and try things out. And that's the spirit of the LCCC, right? It's I might have added an extra C, but that's only because I think you're extra cool. But yeah, man, it's just this nice little community driven tournament that allows all of us to enjoy the best players in the world playing the game that we all love. So what more could you ask for?
Absolutely. Well, I'll ask to give a big shout out and thank you to my casting partner here, Brent. If you didn't know, I believe you are on the casting team for DLC Richmond, which is not too far off. It's only a couple weeks, so I'm sure everyone will be tuning into that anyway because everyone always loves to watch the DLCs, but I know you're going to crush it out there, man, and I'm really grateful I got the chance to work with you today because it was really fun.
I appreciate you, man. Seriously, like you're the one who did all of the work, put up all of these things. Like I sometimes worry about chiming in for the LCCC just because I'm like, oh gosh, if I have to like set it all up, that's gonna be crazy.
It's so much more fun when you're like the co-caster and you don't have to even worry about the tech stuff. You're like, I just get to watch the game and talk about that.
I got to goof around all day. You had to actually play dad today and pull up the responsibilities. So I appreciate you so much. I hope that everybody here appreciates you a little bit more than they appreciate me. For that reason exactly, you were doing all the technical. As soon as I saw your name, I was over the moon because I've watched you cast. I'm a big fan, man, and
Thank you, Fred.
I can't wait. Will I be seeing you in Richmond?
Unfortunately, I won't be there physically, but I'll be rooting you on from the sidelines at least. So.
Right. Your spirit will be there
Exactly.
with me, giving me some extra Rudrose love and singing. And yeah, shout out Ellie, shout out Phil, shout out Pavel, shout out the entire Pixelborn community, LCCC community, and everybody in chat. Thanks for watching.
Yes.
You can find me at Brent's Quest and Brent Mukai across all social medias. Rudrose, where can the good people find you, brother?
You can find me at Rudrose TCG on YouTube. I will have a condensed version of this uploaded to that later. Usually I cut out like the beginning stuff and I just go right into the matches, but the replay will be of that. I think, don't quote me on this, but I think this might be the last match of round 4, and I think they're actually getting ready to move into top 4 after this. So if you've been following the LCC, look forward to that. I know it's the holidays coming up, so it might take some time to people's schedule. Maybe it won't even happen until the next year. I'm not sure. But nonetheless, stay tuned for more of that because it should be some really good top 4 matches and get to see some really strong players bring some really fun decks to the forefront.
Absolutely. Stick around for more LCCC, everybody. And, you know, if I don't see you before then, happy holidays and a happy new year.
Absolutely. Merry Christmas. Enjoy yourself if you go to Richmond. Good luck at set championships. And until next time, take care.